Hi everybody, hola mi gente, welcome to class. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for making time for your embodied yoga practice. If you and I haven't had the chance to meet yet, my name is Morgan and I'm going to be holding space for you and this practice today. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Coloradotzlan, Colorado, February 3rd. And there's a snowstorm coming in, so it's starting to get chilly, but I wanted to take advantage of that really revitalizing sunshine and get us into this active practice. This practice is really exciting. I'm really excited to offer it. A few of you have requested this for a couple of weeks now. This is a practice that is aimed to condition the physical body for rock climbing or bouldering. So here in Colorado, rock climbing and outdoor bouldering are really big in the outdoor community, in the active community. I was a very avid rock climber and outdoor boulderer for a couple years before the pandemic started, and I've kind of fallen off the practice since then. But I know that a lot of you are still very active in your climbing practice, whether that's indoor or outdoor. I know that even in winter, a couple of you are still outdoors sending hard. And I wanted to create something from yoga, something that I know very well, to offer to my rock climbing community. If you don't rock climb yet, or if you're not interested, this practice is still going to be really nice for opening up your wrists, your shoulders, your side bodies, and getting very deep into some core contraction and core strength. Because as some of my seasoned rock climbers know, when you're hanging and need to get to that next hold or that next clip, so much of that strength comes from this part of the body, just hauling yourself up the rock, right? So we're gonna get strong in this condensed practice. It's gonna be really good. For props, if you have a strap, that's going to be wicked awesome for the shoulder opening specifically. I know because we're practicing at home, not all of us have tools and props that we would in a studio setting. So if you don't have a strap, you can use something like a belt, a long piece of string or yarn, anything that you can just kind of hold on to and stretch. And whatever you use is going to be, you're going to want it to be a little longer than your wingspan, the length of your arms. You're also going to need a blanket for what we're going to do with our core contraction in a little bit. So get your props if you have them, if you'd like to use them. And when you're ready to begin the practice, let's start in a seated position with a little bit of breath, pranayama. Please switch out the cross of your legs, just so you're staying balanced in the effort of your hip flexors. Good. Relax your hands, palms down on your thighs, the grounding position. And close your eyes when you feel ready to drop in. Let's begin this practice with a long breath in through your nose. Nasal exhale. Good. Breathe in through your nostrils. Nasal exhale. Breathe in deep. Let it go. Continue this nasal breath in and out at your own tempo, please. And gradually pull the breath from a little lower in your body. Perhaps the diaphragm or even your belly here. Widen the back corners of your throat. And begin the process of Ujjayi Pranayama. That warm, steady, textured breath that moves in and out of your nostrils. As rock climbers, we know that staying calm on the wall is essential. And it is very easy to spin out, right? Almost everything in our archaic nervous system is telling us to not be that high off the ground, to not be hanging from a rope, right? And Ujjayi breath specifically, this warm, full nostril breath, keeps us in parasympathetic response. It keeps us calm and cool, in control. Take 2 to 3 more rounds of this Ujjayi breath at your own pace, please. Really filling your belly and your chest. And when you feel personally rooted and ready to move forward with this condensed practice, slowly open your eyes. All right, my friends, let's get started. Let's begin with the hands, right? So start to make a few circles. In your wrists, clockwise, counterclockwise, you might feel a little bit of the tendons moving around on the wrist, a little bit of snap, crackle, and pop. And then go in both directions, or sorry, switch out the direction that you're moving, yeah. So you're going clockwise, counterclockwise. Good. And then take your arms wide out to the sides and keep moving the wrist, but this time bring in a little bit of rotation in the elbows and the shoulders as well. So we're making these kind of like, big corkscrew movements with the entire arm. If you're feeling advanced, start to move your head around. Oof, in a couple of circles, slow. Really feel the network of fascia, of tendons starting to open up and release. You're moving your head, gently switch out the direction of those rotations. Yeah, I'm getting tons of cracks and pops here. This is really good for the shoulders and the chest. Keep that Ujjayi breath flowing. And then eventually bring both hands right in front of you. Interlace your fingers into a little basket. Flip your palms in front of you. Good. So now we're opening up a little bit deeper through the forearms and the tendons that run really the full length of your arm. Breathe in. Nasal exhale. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. So now we're getting a little bit longer in the side body. Breathe in, get long in your ribs. Exhale, side bend and lean up and over towards the left. Good. Hunker down through your right hip bone here, so your pelvis is rooted and you're opening through lateral flexion, that big stretch in your ribs. Tone your belly. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch sides. Big stretch, lean up and over towards the right. Hunker down through your left hip bone. If you feel tingling in your forearms, that's your connective tissue opening up and creating space. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, first cactus. Goalpost your arms, draw and hug a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Tone your belly, elevate your ribs, lift your gaze. Good. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, sweep both hands wide out to the sides. Good. Feeling warm, I hope. Shoulders are getting a little bit more open. Grab your strap real quick. I'm going to take an extended set of archer arms. I'm going to turn my back to you to demonstrate this first side. So come into a kneeling position, a pretty neutral kneeling position. And we'll start with the strap in the left hand. So hold the strap or the belt, whatever you're using, in your left hand, and kind of bring it behind you, right? So it drops along your spine. Bring your right arm out to the side, palm facing behind you. Internally rotate and hold on to that strap right there. To really get into the flexibility here, find your edge by wiggling your hands as close to each other as possible. For some of my really open people out there, you might even be able to hook your fingertips themselves, but I'm not going to do that. I've got an injury in my shoulder, so I'm going to hold on to the strap instead. Good. Keep wiggling your hands closer towards each other. We're going to take 3 full rounds of breath here, in and out of the nostrils. Here we go. One more breath in. Clear it out. Good. Keep hold of this strap in your left hand. Release, right hand. Release through the left. Woo! And switch sides. Good. So now the right hand is holding onto the strap. Elbows right up towards the sky. Place that strap down the length of your spine. Inhale, reach the opposite arm out to the side, palm behind you. Internally rotate your arm at the shoulder. Reach for your strap. Notice the inherent differences from side to side. It's very typical that one shoulder has more mobility than the other. Symmetry is not often found in nature, right? Good. So find your edge here. Wiggle your hands closer towards each other. I'm pretty limited on this side. Yeah. Whew. And find that line where you're not in physical pain, right? But you are definitely on the edge of sensation, of opening up the connective tissue in your rotator cuff. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more, fill up. Clear it out. 1 more, take it in. And give it back. Gorgeous. Release the strap completely. Set it to the side. Nice job. Make your way into tabletop pose, all fours, please. If you'd like, you can pad your knees for a little bit more support in your kneecaps. I'm going to. So in tabletop pose, stack up your joints, bring your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, tuck your toes under. From here, take a deep breath in, cow pose. Drop your belly. Lift your tailbone, lift your chin. Exhale, curl through your back for cat pose. Hollow your belly, tuck your chin. Inhale, forward cow pose. Broaden your pelvis behind you, your sits bones. Then exhale, curl your back, hug your abdominals in. Good, inhale, come back into tabletop pose. For this next round, turn your fingertips all the way backwards towards your knees, so your wrists are really nice and open here. If you can't rotate that deeply, bring your fingertips straight out to the long edges of your sticky mat. You'll still get a nice stretch. So this deep wrist opening, inhale, cow pose. Woo, holy cow, big opening. Exhale, cat. Good. Take a few more rounds of cow-cat here at your own pace with your flipped wrists. Good. Opening your wrists inadvertently creates a little bit more space in the lungs to breathe. It opens through the shoulders and the heart. So really breathe deeply into your chest here. And finish the round of cow-cat that you're on. And slowly come all the way back to tabletop pose, all fours. Unflip your wrists. Let's get a little bit deeper here. Place your right hand right underneath your face. Kickstand your right toes out to the side. And on your inhale breath, open up to Vashisthasana, modified side plank or gate pose. Take this top arm, reach overhead. Woo. And enjoy that nice bowing through your side rib cage here. If it helps, push your bottom hand down more to create that nice long arc in your ribs. We're getting into hip flexor territory, so stay with me. Breathe in. Exhale, gently cactus your top arm. So draw your shoulder blade back down your body, your back body, and turn your gaze up a little bit. 1 more. Whoops. Inhale, straighten your arm. Almost fell. Open through the side body, and then exhale, cactus. Open the heart. Mild twist happening. Inhale, straighten your top arm, come back to Vashisthasana, side plank. Here's the fun part. Tone your low abdominals. Pop your left foot off the ground here. Flex through the toes, so you're really stretching along the left lateral line of your body. Breathe in. Exhale, take your top hand, reach for your back foot, bend your knee. From the hand on the ankle connection point, kick back a little bit. Good. Feel your tailbone roll up and in towards your body here as you open that emerging space in your quad, your hip flexor. One more breath in. Clear it out. Carefully release and come all the way back down to table. Nice job. Sit back on your heels just for a moment. Shake out the wrists and the hands. I know we're doing a lot of weight bearing, a lot of work in the hands. But low, rock climbing is a lot to do with the hands, right? So we're just getting tough here. We're getting strong. All right, let's do the opposite side. Place your left hand right underneath your face. Kickstand your left foot out. Inhale, open up to Vashisthasana, side plank, opposite side. Right away, arc your top arm overhead, palm towards the sky. And if you feel like you're really looking down at your hand, turn your left lung more towards the right, so your hips and your nipples are facing away, facing the long edge of your mat. We'll flow through this side. Breathe in. Exhale, gentle cactus. Goalpost your top arm. Turn your upper body more towards the ceiling. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, big cactus. Open through the heart and the shoulder. Inhale, straighten your arm. Tone your low belly. Hug your navel towards your spine first, and then lift your right leg off the ground. So you want to feel rock solid here. Hug your abdominals in, and then slowly, with your top arm, reach behind you to hold onto your foot, ankle, or shin. And from that hand-leg connection point, kick straight back. Draw your tailbone in towards your glutes. There you go. And find that nice arc, that very subtle heart opener here, that big stretch in the shoulder and the hips. Take one more breath in. And exhale carefully. Come all the way back down to tabletop pose. Nice. Great job. And that sunlight is in and out. You can tell a storm's coming. All right, y'all. Let's get a little stronger. Spread through your palms. Clutch your fingertips into your mat. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, breath. Press your hips up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog. Tiptoe it out a little bit here. Bend one knee and then the other. Shake your head. Or actually turn your head deeply towards the left as far as it'll go. Pretty generously. And then deeply towards the right. Alright. So I talked a little bit about footwork last week when we were doing yoga, conditioning for skiing and snowboarding. Being in a climbing shoe does not feel that much better than being in a ski boot or a snowboarding boot. And so let's take a moment to just get into the feet. Center your right foot on the mat. Thread the back of your right ankle with your left big toe and middle toe. So you're right up on the Achilles tendon. And then gently drag your heel closer towards the ground. Try not to lock out that right knee. Keep the grip on your Achilles tendon with your inhale breath. Rock forward to plank pose, Kumbhakasana. Good. This is a weird one. But tone your abdominals in towards your low back so you've got that really nice suctioned belly. Breathe in. Exhale, press back. Switch your feet. Center your left foot on the ground. Thread your left Achilles tendon with your right big toe, middle toe. Gently hunker and sink your heel, calcaneus, closer towards the earth. Breathe in. Nasal exhale. Good. Keep the grab. Inhale, rock forward to plank pose. Dock your shoulders right over your wrist creases. Get light in the wrists via clutching the mat and hugging your abdominals. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. One full body breath in. One full body exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high up behind you. And then bend your knees, stack your hip open. It's called external rotation in the hips. Squeeze your left heel to your left glute. Lift higher through your lifted knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Push back through your heel. Slow exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Just one time. Maybe it touches. Inhale, press your left leg higher up behind you, getting some heat. This time exhale, tap your left elbow
or left tricep with your left knee. Coil your side body like a slinky. Inhale, straighten your left leg, good job. Exhale, step your foot through in between your hands. Lower your back knee down to the ground. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Nice job. Off the hands, right? Good. So in Anjaneyasana, lean forward a little bit here so you feel that nice open tracking in the front of your left hip. It's your iliopsoas. It's a huge muscle that governs that kind of clenching and curled in position in the body. Really important to stay open and powerful in the psoas. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Good. So now we're getting very deep into the right side, the right hip flexor. Draw your abdominals in, elevate your ribs. One more breath in. One more exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Place your hands straight up and overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lean forward a little bit deeper in the hips. Tone your belly towards your low back so you don't go too deep. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, plant your palms. Step to the very top of your mat. Match your feet. At the top edge of your mat, heel toe your feet a little wider than your hips. Softly bend your knees. Grab ragdoll arms and hinge deeply at your waist for Uttanasana, forward fold. Woo. Nice job. Sway side to side a little bit. Hamstrings are big in rock climbing. Really big actually in when you kind of have to suction yourself into part of the wall or under an overhang, and those really big transitions where you just have to become tight to the rock. Hamstrings really help with that. Good. Carefully bring your hands behind you, interlace them at the base of your spine, and if it feels okay, let your arms drift overhead for another shoulder rinse. Breathe in. Breathe out. Carefully release both fingers down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, tone your belly, really no weight in the hands here, strong core. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Place your hands on the outsides of your shins here. Press your hands into your legs, and then create pressure of your legs pressing out into your hands. It's going to light up your legs a little bit more, the IT band. See if you can softly bend your knees and hinge your upper body closer towards your shins. One more breath in. One more breath out. Keep the strong legs, tone your core. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, reach up. Exhale, join your hands at your heart, Sama Sthitihi. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Really go big with the arms here, as if diving. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your left foot all the way back. Good. So now we're in kind of a lunge here. All right. Breathe in. Exhale, plant both hands. Step back to plank pose. Nice. So here in plank, I want you, actually, let's drop down to tabletop pose real quick. I want to demonstrate something. So these are called scapular push-ups. I've done them before a couple times. You might recognize them. Scapular push-ups are really nice for rinsing crunchiness in the shoulder, especially the back. So watch me first. The essential movement here is in tabletop pose, kind of drop the chest and the belly down towards the ground so your shoulder blades kind of poke up behind you. That is called scapular retraction. So they're kind of poking up like, I don't know, like stegosaurus plates or something, right? You can visually see them. The opposite, what I want you to do is push down, draw your body back, pull your shoulder blades apart so there's a puffing in the thoracic spine. So that's called scapular protraction. This is a really nice supported way to be, especially when we're bearing weight like in plank pose. Moving between retraction and protraction is a nice way to open up and lubricate the shoulders. And if you want to get a little bit more strong here, step back to plank. So go ahead and do that with me real quick. Step back to plank Let's start in protraction. So draw your shoulder blades away from each other. Puff up through the upper back, feeling really supported. Exhale, drop a little bit. Good. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You're doing great. Exhale down. Inhale up. Protract. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Tent your fingertips off the sides of your mat. Big breath in. Press down. Peel up. King Cobra pose. Exhale, drag your ribs forward all the way down. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press. Plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. Long breath in right here. And a long breath out. Okay, let's do the right side. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way up behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hip open. So find that nice squeeze of right heel to glute. Lift through your lifted knee, your right knee. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Close your hips. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Tuck your chin, shift forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Hug it in. Buoyant. Inhale, re-extend, straighten. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, lower your back knee down. We'll flow through this side. Inhale, reach your arms up for low lunge. Interlace your hands, try to find the opposite interlace here. Flip your palms up, get long through your sides first. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend up and over towards the right. Good. So yeah, if you like, you can lean forward a skosh more. Tone your abdominals, open through the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms. Step both feet to the top of the mat. This time, keep your feet a little closer towards each other, perhaps just hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Sit down, sit back, sit deep. So here in chair, find that lovely tone of the belly here. A little lift in the backside of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a prayer twist over towards the left. So cross and clip your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Good. Deep in the seat. Perhaps join or make a fist out of your bottom hand here to press into, to rotate your ribs a little higher. Mobility is key. One big breath in. One big breath out. Inhale, come back to chair pose. Stay low on your legs. I know you're feeling it. Exhale, twist opposite side. So this time, cross your left elbow over your right knee. Gaze towards the right. Maybe lift your toes off the ground. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, stand up, straighten the legs. Exhale, cactus the arms because we forgot it in the low lunge. Good. Inhale, straighten your arms, reach up. Exhale, fold, come all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, touch the ground. Step your right leg all the way back. Keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, look forward a little bit. Push through your right tippy toes. Exhale, step back. Plank pose. Good. So here's the fun part. From plank pose, please put your right hand underneath your face. On your inhale breath, open up to full Vashisthasana side plank. You're always welcome to lower down that bottom knee. Good. Breathe in. Out the mouth. Carefully come all the way back to plank pose. In plank, please do 2 scapular push-ups. Nice. Opposite side, left hand in between or underneath your face. Open up to Vashisthasana side plank. Opposite side, really find that arc in your side body, that bowing, that deep strength. One more breath in. Exhale, plank pose. Planks. 2 rounds of scapular push-ups, please. Good, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Long inhale. Long exhale. Nice job. Lower down to your knees. Sit back. Grab a sip of water real quick. Nice. Rehydrate. Resource. So I know that this practice is a little more upper body and core dominant. And if you're craving more leg work, I would encourage you to take the conditioning for skiing and snowboarding, which I think is the previous video on the membership, because that one is like all quads and glutes and is going to get you even that extra level of burn if you're wanting that leg strength. I know today we're really focusing on the upper body. I wanted to give that as a suggestion. Okay, speaking of core, let's do some core. So stand up real quick. And what you're going to do with your yoga mat is lift it up, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, more or less. A couple of you might know what's coming. Place your blanket right here in front of your mat. So these are called, I think they've been called floor sweepers or cleaners, but essentially this is such a good way to target the low belly strength up and into the, what is that? I think that's the rectus abdominis, so kind of that big chain of abdominal muscles at the very center of your torso. Feel free to watch me first. These are also really fun once you get into the hang of them, I promise. So bend your knees a little bit, hinge at your waist, place your hands right down on your mat. Good, watch me first. Bend your knees a little bit to get lighter on your feet, enough to press the blanket all the way back. Good, we're in a plank pose. Use that low belly, inhale, drag your blanket back. Let's do 10 of these together. I'm gonna go slow, so you do that too if you want, or go fast, but we're gonna do 10 together. All right, let's go. 9, 8, good. Typically the slower you go, the stronger. 7, 6, 5, good. Clutch your mat with your fingertips like you would a rock. Woo, 4, yep, 3, quads are feeling it. 2, and 1, good. Bend your knees, slowly stand up. Give yourself a few twists, side to side. Good belly burn. You know, if you eat abs for breakfast, I know a couple of you do, you're always welcome to do more than 10, maybe 15 or 20. But for timing's sake, we're just gonna do 10 today. Scoot your blanket back. Unwrap your yoga mat. Place your blanket back in the center. Come into a kneeling position. Nice job. From here, come through tabletop. Step your left foot forward to the edge of your mat. Both hands are on the inside of this foot. And lean forward. Good. For a little bit of a runner's lunge wiggle. Move your hips side to side. Good. Even if you need to lean back a little bit here for that angled half split stretch, that can be really, really nice. Good. Rebend your front knee. Place both hands on the inside of the foot. Look forward. Untuck your tail. Find a nice arch in your spine. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your knee up. Breathe in. Exhale. Step forward to Malasana. Yogi squat. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. Good. Push your elbows out into your knees. Gently hug your knees back in towards your elbows. It gives you that little bit of a lift through the glutes. Good. Strong core. Strong grip through the pelvic floor as well. Breathe in. Exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, arms out to the sides. Good. turn towards the long edge of your mat. And take a super wide step for Deviyasana Goddess Pose. So here, point your toes out, bend your knees, place your hands on your thighs, and take a few shoulder dips. In and out. Side to side. You might get a little snap, crackle, and pop. I certainly am. Good. So here we're going to do an extended hold of Deviyasana Goddess Pose. Join your hands at your heart. If you feel like your tailbone is really popping, like really up, like booty back, you know, neutralize it a little bit. Hug your pubic bone closer to your belly button so your pelvis neutralizes and drops just a touch. We're going to do a little bit of Qigong here, a little bit of energy movement. So start with your hands in Anjali Mudra. Good. Breathe in. Out the mouth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your hands out to the sides. Inhale, bring your hands back to heart. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, up. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Here's the change. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, join your hands at your heart. Step to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms, step back. One little sweet move here and down dog. Inhale, spike your heels, ripple your spine. Round and roll all the way forward to plank. When you get to plank, skip the chaturanga today. Move right into upward facing dog. Keep your toes tucked, push back through your heels so the legs are active. You're getting that extra heart opener. One big breath in. Exhale, down dog. Lower down to your knees. Grab your blanket. Pad your knees if you like. On tabletop, step your right foot forward for runner's lunge. So both hands on the inside of this foot. Good. Wiggle it around a little bit. Yeah, move your hips side to side here. Deep breaths. Good. Yeah, if you didn't already, you can lean back just for a moment via half splits for that nice rinse in the hamstrings. Keep a strong curl of your toes towards your shin. Slowly ease back into runner's lunge. Tuck your back toes under, peel your knee off the ground, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, step into Malasana, yogi squat, wide seat. Hug through your perineum, your pelvic floor. Widen across the chest, deep breath in. Deep exhale. Strong legs, inhale, stand all the way up out of Malasana. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, sweep them out to the sides. Good. Step to the same long edge of your mat. Nice and wide. Move this blanket out of the way. I think we're done with it for now. Okay, good. Widen the feet. Place your hands on your thighs for Deviyasana second set. And give yourself a few shoulder dips. In and out. Final opportunity to get a little bit longer here. If it feels okay in your hamstrings and you want more, place your fingertips down on the ground. And take a few Skandasana lunges, side to side. Oof. This one is so nice, y'all. For not only getting deep into your hamstrings, but more into that psoas, hip flexor, side body action. Something really important for climbers, you know, when you're just like hanging, these are the spaces that want to be open for that kind of movement. All right. Last bit of Qigong, come back into Deviyasana. Wide knees, neutral pelvis, join your hands at your heart, take a deep breath in. Exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Down, or up, sorry. No, down. My bad. Inhale, center. Exhale, up. Straighten your legs. Exhale, join your hands at your heart. Step to the top edge of your mat, opposite side. So we're facing the original direction. Last time standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. Dive through the exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, spike your heels, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, down, up dog. This time, untuck your toes. Press your toes down, really lift your quads here. One more breath in. Exhale, child's pose, knees down. Widen them. Lean your hips back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Palm your hands towards your knees. Swing your legs out in front of you. Scooch forward so you have plenty of room to lay back. Keep your knees bent and scooch your hips back enough until you have this really nice, easy seat. This easy stack of your spine, this nice open chest, open belly without too much effort, right? From here, bring your feet closer to each other. Scoop the back sides of your knees. And just for a moment, sit back into Navasana, boat pose. Good. Couple levels here depending on what you need. You can keep your toes touching here. There's still a lot of core engagement happening. A little bit more, parallel your shins to the ground, activate your toes, and create a little bit of a pull of your hands on the back of the thigh here so your chest is nice and open. Nice. For a little bit more, straighten one leg at a time. Hold on to the back side of your calf muscle. Floint your toes, so it's like a flare point. And keep the belly toned, keep the spine long. Maybe reach for your big toes with your peace fingers. Hold on, kick forward, pull back with equal effort so your spine stays nice and long. Deepest. Maybe widen and open your legs. Keep that tug on the toes, that push forward through your feet. This tremendously open heart, this strong belly, strong back. Breathe in. Breathe out. The challenge is to slowly exit the posture the exact same way that you came in. So if you hold onto your toes, come back into the the back of the calf hold. If you're here, come back through boat, shins level. If you're here, slowly tap your toes, and then plant your feet. Scoot your hips back a little bit. Drape your armpits right over your knees. Let go of the weight of your head. Nice massage of the organs and opening in your back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Unwrap your armpits from your knees. Scooch forward. Keep those knees bent. Reach your arms in front of you, palms in. Retract your shoulder blades. Tone your belly. With one of your slowest exhales, roll all the way back. One vertebra at a time. When you reach your mat, Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Join the bottoms of your feet. Rest your knees extra wide.
stay here as long as you need. When you are ready for transition, bring your hand to the outsides of your thighs, bring your knees closer towards each other. Really briefly scoot your hips over to the right. Tip both knees over towards the left for just a moment's twist. I'd like to offer a little bit of a variation here. If you're feeling like you'd like to get a little bit more open in your glute and your IT band, the side of your thigh here, what you can do is take your left hand, reach for the edge of your right foot, and maybe kick through your right foot to straighten the leg. And that opens up big in the side of your right leg, your IT band. And it does get you a little bit of a deeper twist. Breathe in deep. Breathe out. Slowly bring yourself back through center. Level your hips and then scooch them over to the left. Bring your top knee across your belly towards the right. If you'd like to take that deeper variation, this time right hand will reach for the pinky edge of your left foot to kick it straight out. It's a big one. One more big breath in. Let it go. Carefully bring your whole body back to center. Level your hips. Final posture. Hug your knees in towards your belly. Wrap your arms around your shins. Curl up your head, neck, and shoulders. Try to keep your low back connected to the ground here. Breathe in deep. And breathe out. Slowly release this posture. If there are any other final movements, any final shapes or preparations that you're craving to feel fully satisfied and complete in your yoga practice today, go ahead and take any of those now. This is where I'm going to leave you. I really encourage you to take 5 to 7 minutes of focused rest, even 10 if you have the time. So good for the whole body to integrate the work, the intelligence that you've just given it. So get comfy, get settled. Thank you so much for making time for your physical practice with me today and trusting me to lead your practice. Again, my name is Morgan. It's been my honor to create and hold this space for you, and I hope to see you soon. Shavasana.